Good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome to North East Darts TV. I'm very pleased to be your host once again here on finals night. And what a night we've got in prospect. 3 of the 4 players still standing hail from the northeast of England, and our final player has a continental feel. A man from Germany, our first man from the continent to reach finals night, and we'll touch on him in a moment. Both players putting their final touches on their practice. The players
6 each.
Players along the bottom, Geoff Murray and Colin Osborne in our first semi-final of the evening. Here on North East Darts TV, 2 cracking players in cracking form. This is going to be excellent. Best of 11 the format. 6 darts remaining. Just a reminder, folks, tune in for 9 o'clock for our second semi-final between Ray Marshall and Germany's Lukas Wenig.
Yeah, me too. Have a good one, Geoff. All the best, pal.
All the best, Colin. Have a good game.
Geoff has won the ball prior to going live. It's first leg. Off we go.
45.
$180.
Perfect start from Colin Osborne. A 180 with his first visit of the game. Geoff Murray away with 45, looking to respond under pressure early against Colin Osborne, who's the former top 10 player in the world, looking to reignite his career. And he's doing so right here on North East Darts TV, everybody.
83.
As I said, it's a best of 11. Geoff thrown first in what could be a real close battle.
58.
Geoff Murray, the underdog on paper, but believe me, he's a rising star. He's a player on the up. And Colin Osborne should have a game on his hands here, but he's on fire as Osborne.
Tone.
Very crisp coverage here. It's great to see. 2 boards.
41.
And the red bit's sure to get hammered.
$30.
Only 30 from Osborne, but he's got time on his side here with Geoff back on 319.
Ton.
6 darts from here from Osborne. 108 going. Stays the 20 route. And just sets him up nicely with Murray back on 219. Come back for 48 for the opening leg and a breaker throw. Colin Osborne. How much pressure will he be under?
43.
So Osborne 48. Looks like he's hit the treble 8 there. He has done, and he wants 2 6s for the opening leg.
24. 36.
$44.
So struggling to find the trebles early doors, Geoff, but this best of 11 does give him a bit of time to feel his way into this match, but it's not a lot.
Corey. 6.
Double trouble for Colin Osborne. 1-3-2. Still a long way back as Geoff Murray, but he looks like he's hit the ball with the first dart.
24. 74.
So a tricky one for Osborne to tidy up. And what started with a perfect visit.
Oh, cool. 3.
He's dug himself a deep hole here, and Geoff Murray for a steal of 58 wants tops.
Game in 3, Colin.
Yeah,
And 58 taken out, punished. And Murray, if he's going to win this match, you feel is going to have to be clinical on his doubles. Osborne with the throw in the second leg, 62 average and 55. Both players way better than that, of course.
Tone.
Pass.
So, Geoff Murray, what do we know about Geoff?
32.
Tyne-Wear County A player, Super League, plays out at Felon Cricket Club, and he stands second in the Super League averages behind a certain Ryan Joyce. So he's rubbing shoulders with elite field in the northeast. He really is a rising talent.
100.
With the darts, Osborne in control again on scoring, but his finishing is going to have to tidy up. I'm sure it will. 1-2-1 left after 9 darts for Osborne.
83.
The early stages of this first semi-final of the isolation knockouts. The winner, of course, goes on to the final at 10 o'clock tonight.
97.
97. Tidied up nicely, Osborne. He's back on double 12. What caused him a few issues in leg 1. But again, Murray way back on 286.
21.
For a level game, 2 12s.
24 in 1.
In 1, and he'd be relieved to see that go in. And the third leg, it's Murray's darts.
1, 2, 3.
Solid start for Murray with 2 trebles.
$140.
And Osborne really scoring heavily. Watched him a bit yesterday, and he is playing fantastic again. It's great to see Osborne throwing so well.
$85.
Ability has never been in question. A natural talent.
43.
And we wish him well in the future moving forward.
Tone.
Keeps him in control against the throw here, Osborne. Murray needs a 2 treble visit at least.
46.
And he hasn't done so, so looking to set this one up 176 with a nice 1 or 2 darter from here. Second treble will leave 36. A ton will do though.
$140.
A timely 140 from Murray. But Osborne will strike first. He'll have first pop at a double. Tops for a 2-1 lead.
76 in 3.
Yeah, that's gone.
A very neat 76 to take the lead for the first time. He's upped his average to 86. Murray's still struggling on 62, but he will be on the rise, I'm sure. He's a way better player than this. His Super League averages have been around the 90 mark, so plenty scope for improvement.
Tone.
Colin Osborne, of course, originally from the borough and resided in Derby for quite a number of years with his lovely family. Matching strides in leg 4.
$58.
Cover shooting, not on point at the minute.
$24.
$99.
Both players struggling somewhat on the scoring in this fourth leg. A 3-1 lead or a 2-all. It's a big leg really in this early stages.
134.
Superb cover shooting there for Murray with 2 treble 19s. Brings him back in this one, but it's Osborne with the advantage.
95.
Down to a finish first on 149.
60.
And again, 6 darts from here. Osborne outscoring Murray in the match so far.
60.
Only 60. And a chance for Murray to pressurise the 89.
140.
He's done exactly that. But will he get a pop at 43? Because 89 going, he wants treble 19. He's hit the single. Wants the bull.
58.
And for a level game, Murray wants 43. He goes the 16s route.
43 and 2.
And nails it
Yeah,
confidently. So Murray, despite struggling early doors with a 68 average, he's 2 also. Plenty positives as we move into the second half of this match. Colin Osborne will just play his game. He's got all the experience in the world. And we've got a cracker on our hands.
95.
The route for Geoff Murray to the semi-final. A win started with a 5-1 victory over Paul Walker. Tom
55.
Bourne was next, 5-3. And Paul Amos, the UK Open specialist. Come on, Amos. And Barry Lynn, a 5-4
140.
victory. And Darren Johnson, both 5-4s. A real scrap to get to this stage. He's match hardened. But he's had an overnight to reflect from that. But excellent stuff from Murray.
93.
He really is a class act, as them results prove. I remember having a 3 AM curry with Paul Amos once at a UK Open. Cracking lad, cracking bunch of lads from down in London.
45.
Really switching on now is Murray.
140.
To leave 68 after 12 darts, he's in control. First time he's outscored Osborne in the 5 legs played so far.
60.
Is he timing his run to perfection?
Ah, 36.
Not to worry on that one, because Osborne back on 2 for weight. Murray to take the lead again when he comes back.
96.
Was kind to him in the last leg, double 16.
Into.
Takes it for a 3-2 lead. He's halfway there. And Osborne's darts were on throw, 72 average. It's rising for Murray. And Osborne, 81. Has to find the answer.
140.
Colin Osborne, of course. 2007 he made his breakthrough at the World Championships, reaching the quarterfinals. Also, his main final in the PDC was the 2009 UK Open final, where he lost 11-5 to a certain Mr. Taylor.
Tone.
But he's mixed it with the best, the very best, in a time when you had the likes of Michael van Gerwen, Gary Anderson, Phil Taylor, and he still reached the top 10. So it shows the calibre, the class of Osborne. And he certainly has the ability to get back amongst the world's elite. .180 left after 9 darts. He looked for a steady 15 darter from here to level matters. Murray way back, but remember from here, he won the all-important bull, so he's just got to be
60.
consistent on his own darts, and he'll get over the winning line.
Ah, 41.
So Shanghai for Osborne for a level game.
$60.
Both players against the throw have gone missing somewhat.
43.
And 20 tops for 3-3. Loves double tops, does Colin Osborne.
60 and 3.
Yeah, shot gone.
Double 10 to the rescue this time. But we've got a level game. It's hard to call this one. I'm sitting on the fence as we speak. Because Murray was excellent on his last venture to the board with the throw.
99.
And away with 99. . course, Colin Osborne last night had a real humdinger with Leighton Bennett, of course, last week's isolation runner-up. Lost to Kevin McDine in an epic 7-6 battle. But Bennett,
100.
a real superstar of the game, and Osborne showed his class and won a very nervy last leg. And then the quarterfinals, it was Sean Rudder who he dispatched 5-3 to reach the semi-finals. Who will be the first man into the final? 3-all, neck and neck, 3-0-2 and 3-0-1. So hard to call this one.
36.
A man of many talents, of course, Colin Osborne. I remember Sid Waddell screaming back in the day, the great Sid Waddell, about his yo-yo ventures, his table tennis for England, a natural talent at every sport, someone you rather disliked at school or had envy. Took his hand at darts and he became excellent straight away. Filled in for a pub team. The rest is history.
16. 34.
So 1-2-6 for Murray. Will he go the 19s route? He does.
120.
It's a very good effort there. 2 treble 19s and inside on double 6. Both players have now left double 3 in this match. Not what you want, but a very good attempt at that 1-2-6. To take the lead again.
In 2 dots.
And the angle of the darts of Geoff Murray, the way they go in, it's a lovely double at the bottom of the board for him. And he takes the lead once again. His average is rising, 73.83 against Osborne. Rock solid on 83.26. Both players way better than their averages. But this is a scrap. It's not about the averages. It's about winning through to the final. And both players,
100.
I'm sure, will play their A games in doing so.
60.
Remember, guys and girls,
100.
if you like what you see, please subscribe to us. It's very easy to do. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notifications so you can see everything what's going on.
60.
The competition's upcoming. Because you really don't want to miss a dart here on North East Darts TV. We've got some unbelievable matches in the early rounds and obviously on finals night.
58.
Share it with your friends. And of course, chat with us.
81.
Sloppy dart there, hit the 7.
30.
And gives Murray a squeak. Will he punish? First treble in, second just above.
100.
Still advantage Osborne at this stage. 2-1-3 plays 200, but he's at the board. And he looked to get rid of this in 6 darts.
97.
Very professional last treble there to leave 1-1-6. It's a lovely finish for any dart player, 1-1-6. But he's under a lot of pressure to hit that.
140.
Because a 140 from Murray for a 5-3 advantage if he gets a shot at this. Which way will Osborne go? Will he go the 19s or will he stay up top? He stays up top. Wants tops for a 1-1-6.
Ah, you bastard.
And double top. His go-to
96.
double. There's no fire in a present. And Geoff Murray for a 5-3 lead.
In 3.
And Murray hits it. He's one away from reaching his first final here on North East Darts TV. Osborne very unlucky on the 1-1-6, but now he's got a lot of work to do if he's going to progress. Murray with the darts. He's just got to hold his darts in one of his next 2 darts that he's got.
120.
And a great start. 120 away.
86.
Geoff Murray, mentored by a work colleague of mine, Rob Young, in brackets, not Yogi. But Rob Young, a class act in his day. For many decades, he's been a very good player in the North East. Hi, if you're listening, Rob.
140.
Could keep him in the game, that 140.
$100.
Solid ton for Murray.
$55.
Not enough, you would feel, and 6 darts from here for Murray.
45.
Both players feeling it. The importance of this leg. Because if Osborne wins, he's got the throw next to level matters. But Murray
75.
will win it from here if he takes out 153. He's hit the treble 20, treble 19. He's hit the single. 74 left. Will he go the 14s route? He does. He's hit the treble 11 to leave 41.
112.
Colin Osborne to stay in the game. 145.
No. Oh, Colin. 21.
Osborne switching off there at the wrong time. And a tidy up for the match. Geoff Murray.
Into Colin.
Yeah, good job.
6-3 victory for Geoff Murray.
Thank you very much, mate.
Really
You
came
too.
back well
You
there.
too.
He's our first man in the
Well done,
isolation
pal. Good luck
knockout
in the
final.
kid.
Really appreciate
Excellent
that.
darts from
Absolute
Murray.
pleasure, Colin. Thank you, mate.
No worries, man. Hey, good luck in the final.
Really
Well,
appreciate
And
that.
commiserations
Thank
to
you.
Colin Osborne. Great to see you back playing great darts.
Well done,
Fantastic stuff.
Cheers. Cheers, Colin. You take care, mate.
You'll
Best
good
of luck for
final.
the coming months, Colin Osborne. A real class act and a gentleman. Geoff Murray through to the final. Who will he join? Will it be Lukas, Wenig, or will it be Ray Marshall? Stay tuned. We'll be back at 9 o'clock, folks. So folks, welcome back to North East Darts TV. Now that the dust has settled on the first semi-final, we have our second semi-final upcoming. And guten Abend und willkommen to all of our German friends, because we've got a German in action. Lukas Wenig against Ray Marshall, flying the flag for the UK, flying the flag for the North East of England. Will he join his fellow North East man, Geoff Murray, in the final? Or is the German going to prove a spoiler and make his debut final here on North East Darts TV? And it's Lukas who's won the throw. And he will have the advantage should it go to the last leg. Both players, again, in fine form. They've got to be in fine form to reach the last four. 128 players started this event, as it did in opening week. And to get to the semi-finals, it's a great achievement so far. But they're not going to be satisfied with that. They want the final. They want the title. Who is going to get there? We're about to find out. Sit back and enjoy this one.
Okay, all the best to darts, right?
Yes.
$60.
A very classy German. Gets us underway.
100.
And Ray Marshall has come through a crack field to get here. Surely in very confident mode.
81.
Finds his first treble in his second visit to leave 360. Marshall with a 2 treble visit can take the advantage and wrestle the throw away from him early.
60.
Only 60. Nice slide there in the first dart to fill it up. And he's doing just
140.
that. 140. Superb grouping early.
60.
Marshall thereabouts, but it's Wenig with the advantage. 61 ahead plus these in the opening leg. And one thing I was impressed about the German last night,
60.
he was our live stream in the quarterfinals, and I watched him and he was very impressive on his own throw. If he does that again tonight, it'd be very difficult
95.
to beat. So 160, the first big 3-figure checkout possibly. First dart lands in the 20s, so he'll be looking to set this up with a professional ton.
60.
Only 60. Marshall has a chance. 186 will be looking to set this up.
60.
And as in our first semi-final, both players struggling to find the red bit. 2 double tops he goes. He's landed the first one.
Oh, 80.
And the second one dragged low to leave 20. Marshall on 126. This will fill him with confidence if he takes it out. The first dart goes in the treble. Second dart, he wants the ball for 126. He's hit the 25. And Wenig
101.
for the opening leg. Back for double 10.
Game shot, first start.
Middle of the bed will please the German. And it's Marshall looking to level matters here. Hold a throw early. 79 average for both of them. Both feeling each other out early.
$60.
Wenig competed at qualifying school, as did Marshall, as both looked to use
60.
that as a platform to develop their careers. It doesn't happen overnight nowadays to rise to the top. They've got to do it in stages. And tournaments like this here on North East Darts TV will provide that
83
platform
Lucas.
to get the players out there, to get the fans knowing who they are.
$58.
Marshall 358. He's 30 ahead plus these. Finds the
81.
red bit on his second dart to leave 277.
58.
So in command, Marshall. One treble here.
59.
And he hasn't got it, so Wenig still in with it, shouting this one. If he can start finding his trebles. His treble boots have been found with the first dart. And his second.
140.
140. Almost our first maximum of the evening in semi-final number 2.
94.
Down to a finish first is Marshall, 124. But Wenig could set himself up with a tidier outshot. And he will do.
100.
Ton to leave 85. Marshall 124 for a level game. Wants treble 18 for the bull. He's missed it, so
92.
Wenig will be back for a shot at 85 to double his lead. On the 19's route. He's hit it.
Game shot.
And
3
lands
darts.
double 14.
No bother.
A very nice
Thank you.
85 check out with 3 darts. A composed finish on double 14 with that last dart. After a very classy treble 19 to start the combination. 2-0 advantage to the German. And he has the throw in leg number 3. What do we know about the German then? He's from the student town of Marburg. Which, if any Bundesliga experts out there, is an hour north of Frankfurt.
100.
And Wenig stands almost as tall as the Kaiser Wilhelm Tower in his hometown, because the powerlifter by trade,
42.
he really is a man mountain, as we've seen on his debut on the European tour. He could certainly match Gerwin Price in an arm wrestle.
140.
140 in command in leg number 3, as he was last night, proving very difficult to pass
100.
on his throw. But Marshall, with a ton, keeps himself in it.
$85.
And after 9 darts, he leaves 176. So looking to tidy up with a nice 15 darter to build his confidence
100.
and go halfway to victory. Both look good to me.
140.
Superb darts. 140 to leave 36 when he returns. Marshall
99.
with a treble in his second visit. We needed more than that, you feel. And 36 for a 3-0 lead. Not a bad marker. Second one doesn't do him any favours.
No score.
So Marshall really needs something. A big check out to get a foothold in this match. 160. It's not possible after the first
60.
start lands in the 20. And only 60.
Game shot. First start.
3-0 to the German.
No bother.
Thanks.
And this really is an uphill task from here for Marshall. 85 average, Mr. Consistent. It was an 86 average that got him through to the semi-finals last night. And he's maintaining that kind of form. It's good enough so far.
41.
Can Marshall respond?
$85.
With the darts here.
100.
A hold, break, hold, and he's back level. So not all is lost at this early stages in semi-final number 2. Geoff Murray, of course, awaits the winner. Murray with a 6-3 victory over Colin Osborne. Real gritty
134.
performance there for Murray.
$60.
Clinical on doubles at the right time was Murray. And so far it's Wenig who's having the opportunity to take out his doubles. And he's wrestled the throw in leg number 4 because he's got
60.
the advantage here. Only 60 though, so Marshall, if he switches on to the red bit,
42.
is not out of this one. Just a professional job so far from the German.
58.
Only 58, so Marshall again. The door is ajar.
60.
But struggling to find the treble. And it's Wenig with 6 darts from 164. Marshall back on 198. Can't check out, of course.
44.
44 to leave Shanghai. And Marshall again. He's given opportunities if he can find the treble and get in some kind of rhythm.
122.
And that's much better from the man from the northeast. Wants tops.
100.
And he's pulled it again. And could that be crucial, because Marshall with his first real chance of a double. 176, 61 remaining after that treble 5. He wants the bull.
30 scored.
And double 10 to quadruple his lead. 4-0, double 5. Lovely marker for the third.
10
And
scored.
he's missed it.
Come on.
Offering a bit of charity there. And Marshall for his first leg of the match. 46. Will he go 14 or will he go 6? Composes himself. This is a big dart. He wants 2 16s for 3-1. 2 8s.
In 3.
Very good darts from Marshall. Under pressure, 3-0 down. The double must have looked tiny from 3-0 down. But he's done very well. And he's back in this one at 3-1. A break, a throw, remember, and a hold. And it's back to 3-all. Easier said than done, of course. Sat watching at home. But Lukas Wenig, a class act. Hasn't competed in the German Super League that's going on at present to decide who goes to the Alexander
100.
Palace. But I'm sure in years to come, only 25, has time on his sides. He's definitely a player on the rise in Germany and across Europe.
100.
Ray Marshall, a Tyne-and-Wear County player, plays out to win Leighton West End Super League. And he's been doing very well in the last stages of many of the
100.
competitions in the Northeast. Quarter-finalist and semi-finalist in the double-ender up in Whitley Bay. One that was won both ends by Alan
58.
Davey. But he is Mr. Consistent at the minute. So we still feel he's got every chance of getting back into this one.
85.
85. So 2-1-6 plays 3-4-3. How will he respond, Marshall?
100.
Gets a ton, but at this stage, still in control is Wenig.
100.
1-1-6 remain after 12 darts. Just doing enough again on serve. 2 trebles though.
140.
And that has really made the German think here, because he's on 103. If he returns, Marshall, 1-1-6. A beautiful finish for any dart player, as mentioned in the first semi-final. But he hasn't got the opportunity of
60.
landing a double because he's missed a treble with the first 2 darts. To come back on 56 if Marshall can't take out 103. 103 for 3-2. 84 left, treble 20, will he go? Yes. Treble 16,
terrible.
he's missed
46.
that. 57 when he returns, if he returns. 56 for the German for 4-1. And breathing space once again.
Game shot, 2
Lands it
darts.
straight away with his first dart at a double.
Yeah.
And he's 2 away now in this race to 6. Could we have Murray against Wenig in the final? Marshall certainly improving in the last 2 legs, but he's got a mountain to climb.
100.
How will he respond?
$100.
Ray Marshall, last 3 games last night to get to this stage were all nail biters. 5-4. Beat Stack Attack.
56.
Robert Owen, who of course reached the semi-final at the UK Open in 2019 when the big freeze, the beast from the east, meant fans couldn't venture to Minehead. And then he took out the
60.
WDF European champion Martin Hennigan in the in the next round. And Stephen Burton, who qualified
140.
Pally, an excellent player on the tour. And he also won that one 5-4. So he's took out some real players to get here. And he's going to have to take out another one here because this 25-year-old German means business.
85.
Great ball with the second dart.
95.
Leaves himself a 110 finish when he comes back. How much pressure will be under?
60.
And for the first time in the match, Marshall has a bit of time on his side. And he goes double 18 for a 110. And that's
74.
very unlucky. Cracking second dart to give him the opportunity. And he's 36 when he returns for 4-2. It's one of them double 18 when you're 4-1 down. You don't want to split it to leave double 9. So he will be looking
60.
to get rid of this on 18s. Lovely marker to slide
Thank you,
in.
Lukas.
He's done exactly that.
Yeah,
It's 4-2
okay.
everybody.
Double up.
We've got a game in our hands. Wenig at the board to go one away. 80 average plays 78. It really is getting a lot closer. It's hotting up our second semi-final.
$55.
And Wenig, when he did qualify for his first European Tour event in his homeland in Germany, he had to qualify by winning 4 matches
1, 2,
in
1.
the qualifying phase before he took on Northeast's finest Chris Dobie. And Chris, on behalf of Northeast Darts TV, would like to wish you a very happy 30th birthday early on in the week. I'm sure you'll have enjoyed yourself.
180.
Sure.
Is that a maximum? The first maximum of the evening for the man who's 4-2 in front,
140.
turning the screw in this second semi-final. And again, first dart lands in the treble. The second does also. This is brilliant stuff from the German.
96.
One 40.
After 9 darts, and Marshall responds. 170 against 100. Marshall with an opportunity because the first dart for Wenig as he goes for the big
100.
fish lands above the treble 20. So 100 for a 4-3 and a breaker throw. 2 double tops perhaps because he looks like he's blocking the bed. He's gone the 16s route. That's very
60
unlucky,
scored.
just the wrong side of the bed. Fine margins between success and disappointment. And 2 8s is it for a 70 checkout to really rub salt in the wounds.
Oh. No score.
Was it? I think he has. Tops for Marshall. 2 10s. Gotta go, you feel? Oh,
30.
he's missed it inside tops and 10s. But Wenig with a second attempt at 70. The first attempt was excellent on the treble 18s, as was the second time.
Game should in 2
And he
dots.
secures the 70 check out at the second attempt. And he's one away as the German.
Okay.
Nothing to separate them in the averages, but the scoreline reads differently. 5-2, he's on the hill. And Ray Marshall will have to once again break, hold, break to take
100.
us the distance.
$60.
And that 70 check out the second time round. Wouldn't look out of place in the Wagenhalle over in his hometown, where the entertainment is ripe for about 20 occasions throughout the year. A real vibrant town.
100.
A place I'd like to visit, actually.
$100.
Marshall on 301. He's got to win this leg to stay in the competition. Or if not, it's the German who will advance to the final. At 10 o'clock, remember, folks, it's Geoff Murray.
100.
Unbelievable, Geoff, against Lukas Wenig or Ray Marshall. Who will it be?
81.
He's very cool, is the German, what I've seen of him.
91.
As is most youngsters on the PDC too, and now you've got to be.
$140.
Great darts from Wenig. 120, both of them, but it's Marshall who has first pop at it.
78.
I'm not sure where he was going there with that one. 42 remain. And one single for the double for the match. And a 6-2 victory. Lukas Wenig.
Game shot, 3 darts.
And executes it
Well
well.
played.
6-2. Into the final goes the
Thank you,
German.
mate.
Lukas
Well
Wenig,
done.
where we'll meet.
Thank
Brandon
you.
Geordie
No bother.
from the first match. Geoff Murray.
Good luck in the final, Lucas.
Very
Thank
well
you
done,
very
lads.
much. It was nice to
Had a
meet
bear
you.
rear, you'll
Good.
chew, you'll
Same
be
to
back.
you. Cheers, mate.
See you.
Very well done.
See you.
Cheers, bye.
Last couple of days, Ray Marshall. 83 average was enough for Lukas Wenig. He'll be in the final. Join us at 10 o'clock. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to Northeast Darts TV. It's time for the final between unbelievable Geoff Murray and Lukas Wenig. So, both players fine-tuning their arrows, ready for the final. And it's the German Lukas Wenig, the impressive 25-year-old who has won the ball off air, and he will throw first.
Okay.
Okay. All the best, Lukas. Alles Gute.
All the best, dir auch. Good game.
Geoff Murray, of course, very fluent in German. Born in Hamburg, just shy of Hamburg, against Wenig, who's not far from Frankfurt.
Oh, 7.
7 away. The standard will most certainly rise.
58.
So, folks, the final is, of course, a race to 7. It's increased again from the best of 11 in the semi-finals. Last week's final, of course, went the distance. Kevin
60.
McDine won the last week's tournament 7-6 against Leighton Bennett. The way both these players look evenly matched, I think we could be in for another real
100.
humdinger. It could go the distance again. Sit back and enjoy this one.
$83.
Murray against the throw. Has taken the advantage already.
140.
Backs it up with a 2 treble visit. 203 after 9 darts. Wenig slow into stride.
95.
Advantage Murray here, 203. Look to get off to a flyer, and he's in the trebles straight away. This is a commanding opening leg.
171.
171,
Nice
fantastic darts to leave 32 after 12 darts. He's on a 13 darter to open up. A statement of intent.
55.
32 for an impressive 13 darter.
Into
14 darts will do,
Yes.
and the opening leg goes to the man from the northeast, Geoff Murray. 107 average. Fantastic darts there from Murray. Slides into the treble one in the first dart as he looks to back up
43.
that early break. It's only a break if you hold on your next game. And Wenig will look to respond.
100.
This is going to be a cracker, folks. Don't go away. Stay with us to the end, to the duration. 128 players will become one who will be this week's winner
100.
of the isolation knockout. The calibre of the field, the 128 that are in it. Some absolute quality players.
100.
The best tournaments around right here on Northeast Darts TV. As good as anything that's going on around the country.
60.
It's the isolation knockouts.
$97.
And Wenig, 97. To leave 204. Murray needs to find the red bit.
59.
Unlucky with his last dart just above the bed. And it's advantage to the German as he looks to level matters.
100.
Again, a professional ton, and Murray needs a 2 or 3 treble visit here. And second leg, he's just seemed to be finding
41.
the first dart above the bed, which has proven awkward to him. And Wenig, with time on his side, 104, lovely marker. And he finds the treble with his second visit.
Game shot, 3 darts.
Yeah,
And
good
a
job.
combination check out of a 104
Thank you.
to level things. And it's back on throw for Wenig, who throws first in leg number 3. Lukas Wenig off air, admitting to a bit of nerves.
100.
But when you see his demeanour and his body language on tour, you know, these top players, they rarely give anything away. They're very good at keeping
41.
things looking confident. And a 104 checkout will only broaden that chest of his. The powerlifter from Germany.
121.
That's
121. 280. Plays 460. Murray needs to get his skates on if he's going to break here.
140.
And he's doing just that. Keeps him in the game with 320 remaining. 40 behind. But at the board, plus these, is the German. 2 trebles. Will it be 3?
140.
140. Halves his score here. 140 when he returns after 9 darts. As you can see, the asterisks above the player, which shows you who's throwing first, who has the advantage in the current leg.
80.
And first 2 darts were swimming in treacle, but a great recovery there to leave 60 when he returns.
70.
And 60 for a 2-1 lead. He's really turned this around as Wenig. 2 10s.
Game shot, 3 darts.
High of the double 10, but it went in. It all counts. And he leads 2-1. Geoff Murray, how will he respond? A real class act is Geoff Murray. Tying away a County A player, as said in that semi-final match. Second to only Ryan Joyce in the standings.
42.
And he's beat the likes of McDine, all the top players in the area. A man with real ambitions in the sport.
40.
First met Geoff in a competition of the Grosvenor Moor side run by the excellent Scott Hunt.
140.
And I was very impressed with what I heard from Geoff Murray. The way he carries himself around the tournament. The steely-eyed focus. The determination.
60.
He's certainly a man to keep an eye on in the coming months and years because he's got ambitions to make it as a pro.
60.
259 against 4-1. Murray will be hoping that the German doesn't get a treble here, and he hasn't in the first 2
96.
but does so in the third. 259 against 305. Looking to tidy this up with possibly a 99 or 137.
137.
And he's done that. 2 treble visit, and he's in command. 1-2-2 when he returns.
$98.
Very unlucky on the cover shot on the 18s. But 1-2-2 for Murray.
Uh, 62.
Very tight, but he's back for a 2-darter. And that will do from here, you would have thought. How much pressure will he be under? Because the second dart looks good.
133.
Very good darts from the German to leave 74. But Murray, for a level game, wants tops. 2 10s.
50.
Inside, and Wenig has a chance to provide daylight with a 3-1 lead. 74 going. He hits treble 14. 2 16s for 3-1. Lovely marker.
Oh,
And he's missed 2 darts. Murray is back for 10
58.
for a level game.
Game
Relief
one.
from Murray
Yes.
as he levels it up. It's Desmond. We've got a 2-2 scoreline. And an 80 average for Murray, an 85. And it's back to the Germans' throw. Wenig throwing first in leg 5. I said this one would be close, folks, and it's proving to be exactly that.
134.
$96.
Almost matching strides there, but it's Wenig with 2 trebles, has the advantage, plus these. The 25-year-old played at qualifying school, as did Geoff Murray,
100.
both with winning matches, which will stand them in great experience as they look to go back to Q school in January. to try and gain their tour card for the first time. Neck and neck in leg 5. There's nothing to split them. 2-all. 2-6-5 plays 2-6-7. But the German's back in the red bit.
180.
First maximum of the match. Came at the right time in leg number 5 to leave 87. Quality darts from the German.
57.
Only 57 from Murray, and Wenig doing what he has done in his last 2 streams here on Northeast Darts TV, proving very difficult to pass on his own throw. Wants double 18 for an impressive
Game
dart.
shot.
Excellent darts.
Good darts.
And the German with a very commanding leg there. Murray back on 208. And he's just got to focus on winning his leg and remaining in this match now, because he's behind on the averages. But it means nothing. If he holds his throw, he's still in with a shout in this one.
140.
Superb 140 away from Murray. This one is turning into be a cracker.
140.
Both heavy scoring now, finding their groove. Demonstrating why both these players are in the final.
41.
Geoff Murray, an impressive 6-3 victory over Colin Osborne in the semi-final. Ozzy certainly would be disappointed with his performance there. He couldn't get going on doubles early, and then
134.
couldn't find the next gear required, but Murray was outstanding. Took his doubles at the right time. Timing is everything,
100.
folks.
$57.
First to a finish is Wenig, leaving the big fish.
100.
Shanghai for Murray, and he will return because the first dart goes astray of the red bit.
Oh, 60.
Only 60, and Murray in command now for a level game at 3-all as he looks to join him.
42.
Not the best of visits, and a chance now for a 15 dart leg.
Oh,
Very unlucky there on the
85.
ball. And Murray for 78. And he's straight into the 1, but great second dart recovery. 2 10s.
Game in 3.
Unbelievable. Geoff
Yes,
Murray
that's
lives up to his nickname with that classy finish. Treble 19 and double 10 after the first dart went astray. It's game on, folks. 3s apiece.
$100.
Lukas Wenig, of course, from the idyllic town of Marburg in Germany, an hour away from Frankfurt. Cruised through to the
81.
final with a 6-2 victory over Ray Marshall, who again, on another night, would have performed to the level he knows that he can do. That got him to the
140.
semi-final. He'll be back, I'm sure.
Thank you.
But it's Wenig who is in the final. And will he take his opportunity to take the title?
140.
Murray responds
Good
with a
luck.
great 140. 261 plays 280. There's nothing to separate these two.
100.
161. First to a finish.
Ah, 81.
And for a 12 dart leg, 161 required. He's hit the treble. He wants treble 17. Just above, so he just looked to set himself up here. Murray back on 199.
82.
Will look to leave a 1 or 2 dart finish here. He's hit the treble 20 with his first dart.
99.
Tidies up to leave a ton if he returns. 79. Will he go the 19s route? He does. He wants 20 for tops for the lead once again. Double top.
Oh, 59.
Below the bed, and Murray with a squeak to take the lead. Went for tops.
Oh, 60.
And the second dart was in just above on the third. That's cruel. And Wenig double 10 to tidy up. Lovely marker to slide inside. Overcooks it. 2 5s.
Oh, game in 3 darts.
A very cool hand there to land double 5 and retake the lead with a 90 average. Taking on Murray, who's not far behind on 84. This is warming up nicely. The isolation final.
100.
And for everybody out there watching, if you're not already subscribed to our channel, please do it. It's very easy.
85.
If I can do it, anybody can. I'm very much an old school letter writer from the army days, but this is very easy. Hit subscribe. It's all free, everybody.
80.
Turn on your notifications so you know when the tournaments are coming, so you know when we're live, and sit back and enjoy the fun. Because this is the best darts around.
100.
60.
Only 60 for Murray. Could have done with a higher score there to give him a bit of breathing space, because Wenig looks like he's about to punish.
140.
Yeah, great last start there to nestle alongside the first start. And 176. Murray needs a big visit.
60.
And again, comes up dry on the trebles. 176 for Wenig to double his advantage. Will he leave 36 again?
140.
He's done exactly that. This is very, very impressive. 90 average and rising from the German against Murray.
100.
A real class act there. Real class start there to leave 101. Gives himself half a chance if he returns.
Game shot, first start.
But Wenig, clinical on his finishing. He's moving through the gears. And a 93.37 average. He's on his way to the title. He's 2 away against Geoff Murray. A real battler is Murray, so we know that he's not going to give in on this one. He's going to fight till the end. He's got the class to come back. But Wenig certainly in control at this stage. A race to 7,
45.
5-3 up. Looking at the 128 players that were involved last night at the start of the event, there's so many that could grace a final of this nature. There's so many that I can really look forward to watching over the next couple of months, because their time will come, no doubt.
83.
So a chance here for a break, perhaps, for Murray. 3-1-8 and 4-1-5 as Wenig switches off slightly. Is he seeing the winning line too early, or is
96.
Murray raising his game to get back in this one?
58.
Talent will take you so far in this game. Dedication will take you the rest. And Geoff Murray has a combination of the two that I think will do him very good service in the months and years to come. Lukas Wenig, already with TV experience, as we mentioned at the European
42.
Tour. It's all about progression from him, and the darts. The standard of darts in Germany is rising. The competitions are getting more and more intense. The level is rising.
100.
And of course, Northeast Darts as well. So many good players that, given the opportunity, would do well at qualifying school, do well in the BDO
60.
big tournaments. So a great platform for Murray to improve his game by staying local as well. And most of these events run by Scott Hunt. These
60.
are excellent run tournaments. Check out his websites, social media accounts for all our competitions when they get back up and running.
96.
Oh, 40.
double 10 there for 6-3. Will he be punished? He wants 2 16s for 5-4.
Game in 3.
Superb from Murray,
Yeah.
6-2, 62 check out and 5-4. He's back in this one, a breaker throw, and he has the advantage again in leg 11. Oh, sorry, it's Murray with the throw now. I'm ahead of myself. The excitement of this one. 89 average for Wenig and Murray on 82. It's turning into a real battle of the trenches. Right up Murray Street. How will Wenig respond? He's been superb
45.
all tournament. But can he get over the winning line? And I hope our German friends are enjoying this finale. Because your man has done outstanding regardless of the outcome. We hope to see a lot more in the latter stages in the coming weeks. Because we know how good you all are. Geoff Murray.
135.
Unbelievable, Geoff. 135
Yeah,
to leave 267.
Thank you.
This one has the makings of going the distance, just like that last week, where Leighton Bennett lost out in the decider
43.
to Kevin McDine. You can check out that final as well on Northeast Darts TV. Scroll along, explore the site, explore the channel.
95.
The isolation final warming up nicely. 186 time on his side for Geoff Murray. Finds the red bit with the first dart.
81.
And a disappointing last one as it deflects into the one. And it looks like it could be punished here.
100.
Only a ton. It looked better than that from here. And Murray with 105.
Uh, 57.
And very tight again. That treble 16 looked in. 48 when he returns. And he will return because 178 can't check you out.
Oh, 44.
And Murray for a level game. This is outstanding darts from 5-3 down. Really turning the screw.
Oh, Geoff. 40.
And the stray of the double. Will he be punished? And this will be a classy finish. Murray will be back for double 4. He's got to be more
43.
clinical. 2 4s for a level game.
Game in 1.
He does exactly
Yeah.
that. And we've got a best of 3 in this finale. Lukas Wenig against Geoff Murray. $100 away, and Murray looks to respond. A special mention must also go out to Sean Matthews and Jacob Cooksey for their efforts and their time that they put into this. Lads, I love you.
$60.
Getting to the real nitty gritty. And Murray looks like being the one to take
1, 2,
advantage.
3.
Really finding the trebles at the right time. But back comes Wenig.
100.
Finding his treble with his first dart beautifully, but his second dart seems to be blocking the bed. And that's to Murray's advantage.
97.
Nice last dart from Murray to leave 200. Couldn't get much closer in this one. Who wants it most?
121.
Great darts from the German. But with 2 trebles or possibly 3 here, and it's advantage Murray.
180.
Unbelievable,
Nice darts.
Geoff. A 180 is first of the match, timed to perfection. But can Wenig nullify that 180 by taking out Shanghai. He can't, and Murray will be back
60.
to throw for the match. Lovely marker for double 5.
15.
And inside 60 for Wenig to hold his throw. And there'll be a relieved German if he does so. 17 darts will do. Or 18. Just below 2 10s.
Oh, really? 50.
And as in last week's final, the drama of the doubles as we reach the climax of the match.
Game in 2.
And 5
Yes.
tidied up by Murray. He'll throw for the match now and the title. Averages go out the window at this stage. It's all about getting over the winning line. And Murray has done that with 5-4 victories in the latter stages yesterday. And could that prove
180.
a real match
Last
hardener?
start.
And a second 180 of the match from Geoff Murray. Living up to his nickname, unbelievable, Geoff.
85.
And from 5-3, this could be 4 legs on the spin to win the title.
55.
As he did against Colin Osborne, as he's doing so now, coming from behind, showing a real great mental attitude.
Oh, 81.
81 hanging in there is the German Wenig. But Murray with it in his hands now and finding the red bit with ease now.
140.
A 140 to leave 126. Fine margins again as they both nestle below the treble 20 and 126. Will he just look to set this one up? He goes up top. He does exactly that.
40.
The all-important leg that could win him the isolation title, Geoff Murray. He would have done with more from that visit, but we're back on 275.
65.
His title charge really has petered out, unfortunately, but he's done exceptionally well.
Came in 3.
86
Yes,
and the
nice
title
start.
and the championship.
Thank you
Geoff
very
Murray,
much, Lukas. Thank you
the
very much.
Northeast prevailed tonight. The German
Appreciate
will
that.
have his day, I'm sure. An 82 average from Geoff Murray. 7-5 victory, wins the title.
Thank you very much,
Congratulations,
Mike.
Geoff.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
commiserations, but very well done.
Enjoy-
Congratulations also
enjoy
to
the evening.
Lukas Wenig. The title goes to Geoff Murray. Please join us very soon for more isolation knockouts. Great final, gentlemen.